guys, Tim and Danny from Scouting Wide. So Dan, let's get into the sports tip this weekend. We couldn't really find anything in the NRL, so we'll jet off to the AFL.
Yeah, a couple of tips from my man Shannon again. He did as good last week, got the Brisbane Lions up for their first win of the season.
Yep.
I'm going to take Adelaide this week over Melbourne.
Yep.
It's in Alice Springs. It's 3rd versus 4th. I'd like to see Melbourne win a big game before I go and crown them contenders this year, and this is definitely a big game. I think Adelaide's a top 4 team. Adelaide at 220. As I said, the game's in Alice Springs, so it takes away any advantage that Melbourne might have had at the MCG. And I like the Crows squad better than Melbourne, so I'll take that at 220.
Yeah, Melbourne not being the G is a massive loss for them, and hopefully Tex kicks a bag for us and we get the cash there.
Yeah, sounds good.
So you like North Melbourne against Fremantle?
Yeah, Freo at home are pretty good, but North Melbourne are in a bit of form at the moment. They've looked pretty good last week. They beat GWS.
Yep.
They've got the number 1 ranked defence in AFL, and they can also kick goals as well. So I'll take the $2.05 about North Melbourne. If you're a bit iffy on the short odds, I'm going to chuck both those guys, Adelaide and North Melbourne, in a bit of a multi this weekend as well. So
good stuff. And so it's a big weekend in soccer this weekend. We've got the playoff game in the Championship and the Champions League final. We'll start with the playoff game.
Yeah, massive game, the richest one-off game in soccer.
Yep.
Aston Villa, for me, have just got too much experience. So you've got Mile Jedinak, the Aussie skipper, in the middle of the park, scored a crucial goal for them last time out. And they've also got a bloke by the name of John Terry, who people might be familiar with. He's won Champions Leagues, Premier Leagues, FA Cups. He's used to these high-pressure games. So I think Aston Villa's experience gets him through at 325 over Fulham.
Yeah, you can't really go past Steve Bruce. He's got a couple of teams promoted. He knows what the go is, and I can certainly see them, if they score an early goal, I'll hold on to that lead at Villa Park.
They're a massive team, Aston Villa. Yeah. To have them in the Championship is a pretty big deal over there in England, so they'll be looking to go straight back up to the Premier League.
Yeah. And now we're off to the Champions League final.
Champions League final, this is straight after the Championship playoff.
Yep.
I'm going to take Liverpool at $3. Real Madrid, Gareth Bale, they're big names. Real Madrid's a big club, but the front 3 for Liverpool this season have been outstanding. It's been a case of we'll score more than you.
Yep.
Do yourselves a favour, if you've got a second, jump onto YouTube and look up Mo Salah versus Marcelo. The last time they played each other, Mo Salah tore him an absolute new one.
Yep.
And he's been the player of the year this year in any competition around the world, so he's in great form. And I'll take Liverpool and Mo Salah to do the job at $3.
Yeah, I looked into the game. I'm a massive Liverpool fan. With the front 3, with the pace they've got, I went into the anytime goal scorer list and I picked out James Milner at $9.50. He takes penalties with the pace in behind, with an ageing Madrid defence. Hopefully we get a penalty, and at $9.50 he has an outstanding record from the spot. So hopefully he gets a pen. And Jags one for us.
Yeah, very good value, that $9.50 for James Milner. Now, Timo, you've been fishing around the French Open. We've got the tennis starting.
Yep.
It's hard to find one past Rafael Nadal, but you've found one at a bit of odds.
Yeah, look, Nadal's won 11 of the last 12 2 years ago. The last man to win it, Stan Wawrinka. He's at $51. Look, he's seeded 23. He's been a little bit out of form, but at $51, the last man, apart from Nadal, to win the French Open, I might just have a little dabble on that.
Yeah, 51s, that's pretty good. And if you get steep enough, the old cash out option there as well.
Yeah.
Alright guys, thanks very much for that, and hope you guys have a good weekend punting, and good luck if you're following your teams.
And game responsibly. Thank you.